Good afternoon. My research focuses on the resilience of critical national infrastructure, CNI, against modern cyber threats. Today, I will analyze a recent, high-profile incident in Brazil that exemplifies the evolving scale and sophistication of distributed denial of service, DDoS, attacks. In this case, a CNI client in Brazil, hosted by a service provider, was targeted by a massive, multi-vector volumetric DDoS assault. The successful defense of this infrastructure provides critical lessons in modern mitigation strategy. The anatomy of the attack. This was not a trivial attack. Its scale pushed the limits of typical network defense capabilities. The offensive reached significant peaks of 843.4 gigabits per second, GBPs, and 73.6 million packets per second, MPPs. To put the GBPs figure in perspective, this volume is capable of crippling most unmitigated networks worldwide. The primary component of the attack was UDP-based flooding, accounting for 70.7% of the malicious traffic. This method is highly effective because it requires little effort from the attacker to generate massive volumes, leveraging techniques like amplification and reflection. The attack also employed a technique known as carpet bombing, which distributes the malicious traffic across a large number of IP addresses within a range, making traditional, single IP filtering less effective. Attack dynamics and persistence. Analyzing the timeline reveals the speed and sustained intensity that modern attackers can achieve. The attack commenced at 12:05 p.m., with the initial UDP flood spike. Within just 10 minutes, the traffic rapidly escalated to over 600 gigabits per second. The peak intensity was reached at 1 p.m., hitting 843.4 gigabits per second. Crucially, the attack maintained a maximum level of 600G to 800G for over 30 minutes. This sustained pressure highlights that attackers today possess sufficient resources to maintain prolonged, high-volume assaults, necessitating solutions that are always active for immediate response. The intensity finally began to decline around 2 p.m., with traffic returning to normal levels by 2:16 p.m. Successful defense and key takeaways. The defense, executed by the Managed Security Services (MSS) team using the Cloud DDoS Protection Service (DPS), was highly effective. The team successfully activated real-time mitigation, eliminating over 99.9% of the malicious traffic. A key metric of success is that the clean traffic remained below 700 megabits per second throughout the entire incident. As noted by solutions architect Rafael Dias, this success underscores two fundamental requirements for CNI protection: dedicated bandwidth and mitigation equipment. Service providers must possess sufficient resources to absorb the vast volume of DDoS traffic, especially from UDP floods. Agile and experienced MSS team. An experienced team is essential for performing real-time adjustments to maintain the clean traffic at an extremely low level, less than 0.08%, relative to the malicious traffic, which is critical for ensuring service continuity. Global sourcing of the attack. The sheer volume and distributed nature of the attack required a global network of attack sources. The originating IP addresses were geographically distributed, with the United States, Singapore, and China identified as the primary countries of origin. The Netherlands and Romania also contributed significantly, often due to their vast, high-capacity data center resources that can be easily compromised or rented. This global distribution emphasizes the necessity for mitigation tools to span key geographical points, specifically North America, Asia-Pacific, and Europe, to block traffic close to the source. The mitigation provider utilized a solution with artificial intelligence, AI, and threat intelligence, NTI, that samples over 40% of global internet traffic, allowing for the rapid identification and blocking of attack sources based on a massive, real-time dataset. This incident serves as a clear warning: volumetric DDoS attacks against critical infrastructure are not the